Well, the big boy had it. This here's Eddie Eldorado from Hang right here in Motherlode. Coloma, California is where they discovered gold in the United States. And y'all know the history, and if you don't, look at it. So, the reason for the title of this show, Gold Rush Motherlode, is because I have a 35-acre placer gold mine out here in El Dorado County, right outside of Hangtown. I work it all the time. And it's a true mine. It was established in 1850, and millions of dollars came out of that mine, but they didn't get it all, boys, because they were using hydraulic mining back then, squirting down the hillside with great big hoses. They didn't get it all, man. Even with a 90-foot long Tom sluice box, them boys did not get it all. So anyway, we're in the Motherlode. Interesting thing about my placer gold mine is, rumor has it, the Confederate Army of the Pacific, back during the Civil War, stashed gold bars and weapons on my gold claim. So, in future editions, we're going to go hunting for that. I'd like to give a big shout out to Dozer Dave. He came down here last year. He rode the lead wagon through Hangtown with me. Him and his whole crew got on that wagon. Talking about sardines, man. He was very interesting to talk to. Gold Rush, Dozer Dave. Hi, Dave. So he's got these cards out. Dozer Dave trading cards. And I think the only way you can get one is from this guy, Albert. He runs the mercantile store here in Placerville, the oldest hardware store west of the Mississippi. So if you're ever in Hangtown, come on down to Placerville. That's what they call it now. I call it Hangtown. Y'all can call it whatever you want to. Dry Diggins was the original name because it gets hot and dry out here for sure. Go down, talk to Albert. All right, that ain't no endorsement, man. It's just where I got a lot of my equipment. He's a really nice guy, and he knows a lot about mining history around here. So do yourself a favor, stop in and talk to Albert. Tell him Eddie Eldorado sent you. Next big thing we got coming up here in Motherlode area is the 75th anniversary of the Highway 50 Association wagon train. Now, if you ever wanted a cowboy adventure, look up the cowboy historical route, Highway 50. That's where the wagon train rolls down every year. It's 75 years. Long time. Reason for the title of this show, let me remind you. Gold Rush Motherlode. We are in the Motherlode of the Gold Rush area of California. Specifically, I live right outside of Hangtown. I'm not going to tell you exactly where. This way or that way, or some people prefer that way. It don't matter. You ain't going to find me unless you're invited. So, on future episodes, we'll bring you out to the mine, show you all our equipment. We just got done cleaning all of our sluice boxes and our dream mats, our miner's moss, a whole pickup load full of stuff. Oh, you're a miner, huh? Where's your pan? I get I get that a lot. Here's my pan. This is an original gold pan that I found out here in the hills. As you can tell, it's rusty as hell, man. That's the way I like my pans, all rusty. Still got a lot of good metal there, ain't rusted through none. A little bit of navel jelly, you take off that rust. Don't you dare, man! Don't touch my pan. Kind of person, man. Don't tell. Anyway, we'll bring you out to the mine, show you the operation, what we're doing. It's a small miner's operation. Okay, we don't have excavators. I use personally as my excavator a shovel and a classifier gold pan. That's it. Small minor operation. But just because it's a small miner's operation, hey now, don't mean we ain't digging nothing. That's weird. It's up to you to guess. So we got a great big gold rush going on here recently because all the flooding and the storms, blah blah blah. If you come out here from any other state for that purpose, specifically El Dorado County, Hangtown, bunch of mountain boys out here, man. You be extremely careful where you go. A lot of these boys out here, they're very private. Gold is very valuable, and they don't want you coming up there and sneaking around their property, trying to, you know, be a claim jumper. Because nugget nabbers ain't real popular out here, and neither are claim jumpers. So I'd be really, really worried about where you're going. Check out the area where you're going to go. You can't just pull over on the side of the road, truck down to some creek bed, and start shoveling. If you do that, don't be surprised if some old big old mean dog comes up and starts chewing on your britches. That's right. As soon as the dog starts chewing your britches, well, if that don't get your attention, there might be other ways to get your attention. We're talking hillbilly miners out here, man. Very private. You hardly see them in town, like me. I live here. It's my spread. But you hardly ever see me in town unless I'm getting a good supply of beef jerky and all that baked beans, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So you be really careful about coming out here. That ain't no joke, pal. None. We don't mess around out here, man. Why do you think they call it Hangtown? No, that don't mean we string you up just for stupid infractions. Hell no. And we don't shoot our guns off downtown. But they used to. Anyway, I'm going to try my best to do live episodes of this show, Gold Rush Motherlode, from the wagon. As we're rolling down Highway 50, I am going to try my best to do some live streams from the trail. Might be a little difficult up there in the mountains, but we're going to give it a shot. This year we're going up Echo Summit. Ooh, doggy. I froze my tail off on that one a couple years ago. Almost to the top of Echo Summit. Yeah, man, it started sleeting, raining, sleeting. By the time we got up to the top of Echo Summit, full-blown snow, and it was like 25 degrees. Talk about cold. But hey, I'm from Minnesota, and so is Minnesota Joe. Minnesota Joe, where the heck are you? Are you in Nome? Or are you in Winnemucca? Or back and forth between? I have no idea, man. give me a holler. Anyway, this is Eddie Eldorado from the Motherlode, somewhere in El Dorado County, Hangtown. We're going to say happy trails for now. Keep an eye on this channel. You might learn something. Happy trails now.